Would you like to formally apologize to our viewers and listeners for the week that we skipped, Kelvin?
No.
Why not? Dude, we've been consistent since day one.
Hey, I was dying, bro.
I know.
I was literally dying.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you?
No.
No! This guy had too much fun at EDC. In terms of your experience at EDC, like scale 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
It's like a solid 6.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I didn't get to do anything I wanted to do.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah,
way too many people, man. Oversold.
Ah, see?
It's way too many fucking
just
people.
The rave culture, man.
Yeah,
Ain't it? Are you going to Hard Summer? My friends are. I just learned this yesterday.
What?
Hard Summer?
Am I going to Hard Summer?
Yeah.
No, hell no. Why?
Oh, okay.
Are you?
No, my friends are.
Oh.
No. I looked at that lineup, dude. I was like,
trash. There's all EDM this year, right?
yeah.
Yeah, no, hell no. That's just, even for EDM, is very mediocre EDM.
Nah, all my homies love Fisher, Chris Lake, that little duo thing.
Oh, they like that tech house bullshit.
Yeah. They're so into it.
Yeah, that's cool.
But anyways, hey, we apologize for the week we missed. But, hey, we like to thank y'all for tuning in. This is episode 48 of Short Kings Talk. We're your host with the most, Sid and Kelvin. I'm doing perfectly fine. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
My heart rate isn't an EDM BPM.
But now you're a year older. Are you a year wiser?
No. No.
Yeah.
Nah, that's good.
When this episode was recorded, what, you turned
31,
right?
Yeah.
3 days ago. 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, 3 days. Yeah, 3 days ago.
Yeah, how do you feel?
The same? Yeah. I don't care. I don't know. I don't really think about it. I just go on with my day. Many people ask me, like, are you doing something else?
Yeah,
like,
are you
later?
doing something?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
Nothing?
I
thought you're all about the celebration.
I mean, I'm all about celebrating people.
Yeah. You don't celebrate yourself?
No.
But you gave me shit for being being like that. You're like, oh, you don't want to celebrate birthdays?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
Talk about the guy who won't admit that he's all about fitness and EDM.
I'm not, dude. I didn't even work out last week.
I have proof,
barely
dude.
worked out.
I have proof, like when you were in the ER and you're like, oh, it's deadlift day.
It is deadlift
day. The nurse said I looked small. I've never been so hurt in my life.
Because you was cute.
Whatever, man. Dude. No, I don't know.
Hey, you know what? You know what's crazy though? The Kaiser that I went to didn't have a single Filipino nurse.
Which one did you go to?
Baldwin Park. In the ED, everyone was Indian.
Oh, I don't know.
That's crazy. I didn't know Indians were in lower tier healthcare. I thought they were always
doctors.
Like, yeah, like they're like the big head honchos. You know?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know because you know why? I don't have to go to ER. You know why? Because I'm super healthy. You know why? Because I take care of myself.
You don't know that.
Hey man, maybe it's all the Jollibee that you be having, man. Have you ever thought about that?
Jollibee?
Yeah, man.
What?
Yeah, you're getting you're getting older. The cholesterol might be hitting you a little bit different.
No.
So you gotta think about these.
Hey, but I don't drink on a regular basis. Maybe that's why.
Did you drink at EDC?
No.
Really?
I did not drink.
That's crazy.
I told you no alcohol this year.
Oh yeah, you're trying to get with your gains.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Anyways, what do you want to talk about? Episode 48, man. You want to talk about the 48 Laws of Power?
Is that the Robert Greene book? Did you read it?
No.
Why would you suggest
I only say it because, like, my little cousin, he's like 16, 17. Oh, his birthday just passed, so 17. He likes to read it. He goes, I love this book. I'm like, why? I'm like, why do you need to read it? Like, there's no reason.
48 Laws of...
Yeah, but he just likes that introspective stuff. But then he's also shy, and he was asking for advice to talk to this girl.
Okay.
And I go, if you mention any of these laws of power, you lost her.
Oh, she's drying up.
Yeah. You lost her, man. Like, you gotta be all cool. Like, what's up, mommy? Like, let's go to McDonald's. I got you.
Hey, McDonald's is fine dining nowadays, man. This shit's expensive, bro.
Why is a McDouble $4?
Dude, it makes no sense.
Dude,
it makes no sense.
I remember back then, like, me and the homies, we used to go to McDonald's. It was the McDonald's or Taco Bell, like, after school. That was like the chill spot. But you know how when McDonald's actually had the dollar menu, if you get $2 menu items plus medium fries and then a large sweet tea, which is also $1, it equals to $5 even. Yeah, with like
you got a
tax and stuff.
Pretty decent meal.
Yeah.
Nowadays, no.
Dude, it was great. Yeah. Like, what you call it? Medium fries, McDouble, McChicken, large drink. It's money. You know now it's different.
That's not even that long ago. That was 4 years ago.
No, I'm talking about high school, dog.
No, I mean like 4 years ago with $5 ish, you could still get
Oh yeah,
like pretty much the same thing.
Yeah,
all these... with a little bit of tax, but like after COVID, bro. Like,
dude, inflation is freaking wild, man. Like I'm a Chipotle abuser just because like I'm sometimes when I'm lazy to eat meal prep, but I still want to eat healthy. I go to Chipotle. Now it's like $12-13, 18 for you, Mr. Uber Eats.
Oh yeah, they upcharge the shit out of Uber Eats.
I think that's your problem. Yeah, you gotta use the app, man.
I get credits for Uber Eats. I have to use them.
So you care about the points?
No, I get I get a free credit every month, like $20
for Chipotle or for
Uber Cash. Straight up Uber Cash. So I have to use it.
Oh, yeah. Like so, it doesn't grandfather into the next month.
No, it's 1 month, so I have to use it in Chipotle.
Okay,
but
all right. So what's episode 48 about? I'm leaving it up to you because it's your fault that we missed the week. It is your fault.
All right.
You know why? Because this whole time I was working. I was healthy. I was getting my money. You're here tripping. You went to the ER twice, man.
You know why? Because I came back too early. Because I tried to get a full day in the moment I stepped back.
No, like last year you came in like Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then you and your homie were freaking dying. Yeah. You didn't come back Tuesday. Did you?
I worked Tuesday. I felt like shit, and then I worked Wednesday, and then I marathoned out Thursday. I had 10 a day for all 3 days.
Yeah.
And then Friday morning, I took a client in the morning, and then I started seeing double vision, and then I called the nurse line, and I was like, "Hey, can I make an appointment for like next week or whatever?" And then they're like, "No, go to the ER right now."
Oh, yeah, see?
And they're like, can you get someone to take you? And I'm like, no, I think I can make it there.
I mean, at least Baldwin Park isn't technically that far.
It's wild though. The ER, there's all kinds of fucking people there.
Oh
like,
yeah.
There's like a lady that was like about to give birth, and then there was a guy that literally got stung by a bee, and he was still at the ER. So like
you need to go to the ER for that?
For people without insurance.
No. When you get stung by a bee.
Yeah, for people without insurance. That's the only way they get medical care.
Is getting stung? I've never been stung by a bee, so is it that serious?
No. It's just like people with like a common cold that will be in the fucking ER.
Oh.
Because otherwise they have no doctors. Because they don't have no insurance.
No, but like, I never thought a bee sting would be
Me neither. That's why
I'm just like... you go to the ER for a bee sting?
Yeah, there's people who go there for any
like the smallest thing.
Yeah, because they don't have doctors. They are they're Spanish speaking. They're like undocumented, whatever, illegals, right? But then it was crazy because there was a whole line of people just
it's always like
people are like bleeding out literally like on the floor, and then this other guy just like he got stung by a bee.
But if you're bleeding out, you get first priority because they're trying to close that up.
Yes,
yeah, because it happened to me when I dislocated my finger. I was like,
you just cut the line,
cut through everybody. Dude, my bone was sticking out.
You got the fast pass to the ER.
Yeah, my bone was sticking out, dude.
Yeah.
My middle finger was shorter than the rest of my fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
All right, we're gonna talk about. Let's talk about regrets.
Okay.
Like shit that you wish you have done.
Oh.
Because that's something I experienced last week.
I don't know if it's like a complete regret, but then oftentimes I always think about like what would happen if I did finish college. Mm-hmm. Like if I at least got a bachelor's.
Yeah.
Right.
What were you studying? Remind our film.
Yeah, I was studying film.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would have pursued film for my bachelor's.
You have an associate's, right? In film? Okay.
But I don't count that. I'm sorry, like, there's some listeners who do have like associates. Like, I always joke around and say like associates is just a diploma with a gold star, man.
Hey, that was the bachelor's of the 70s, man. You
could get full. I'm not in the 70s, man.
You could get full. I remember when I went to.
I don't want to hear that. That's like my parents saying like, "Oh, back then we used to use banana leaves to wipe our butts." That's also bullshit. I'm calling out my parents, dude.
There's no way. There's no fucking.
No, dude. Yeah, I've seen both the places where my parents grew up. There's no way. Like, fuck this banana leaf bullshit, dude. Oh, no. I hated that. I'm like, shut up. The one pair of pants a year, I could believe that. Yeah. The banana leaves.
No. Yeah, toilet paper, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. My mom had running water at her house in the Philippines. Yeah. It's a freaking 2-story house, dude. Like, get out of here. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I remember in elementary school, those like bring your parents, the fucking, was it bring a parent to work day? No, bring a
career day.
Career day, I don't know what it's called, but then all the parents come up and they tell you what they do.
Yeah,
and then I remember everyone just had an associate. You're like, oh, I'm an architect, but I had an associate's degree from like whatever.
Yeah.
No, I'm a nurse. I had associates, but then even though from that time from when I was in elementary school to like high school, right? Mm-hmm. You couldn't get shit with a associate's degree.
Exactly. Right? Like and like all these like professions is always like a 4-year degree requirement and stuff.
Entry level, we want 3 years experience.
Yeah, exactly. yeah. It's like crazy thing. But like I'm just trying to work, man. Yeah, so there's always that in my mind. Like, what would happen if I actually went through with it?
You think it would have made a difference? Because film, I don't know anything about film.
I think in film, I could have made a little bit more connections rather than doing it kind of freestyle-ish. Yeah.
You still rely on your portfolio, right? For the most part.
Yeah, kind of. A lot of times with film work, it all depends on your experiences on set. Because, like, how you perform on set is way different than what you learn in school. But what you learn in school is like the basis. Like you understand like camera work and like lighting, and so you could at least like translate like the lingo like on set. But then how to actually perform each role on set, like they don't teach you that in school. So there's that too. But at the same time, I could have made connections. Obviously, like a lot of like notable film programs have like networks to like whatever, like their alums, like you can connect with them or something. You never know. Yeah, I could have been like Ryan Coogler. No, I'm just kidding. He went to USC. You never know. Yeah. Or Michael Bay. Michael Bay went to Art Center, and I've considered Art Center. But then there's like silver linings. So I always try to be very optimistic. Yeah. Like for example, I don't have college debt.
You're right.
So there's that.
You got a head start.
Yeah.
Right, to build your technically, right? If you the whole idea was like you go into trade so you don't have that debt, but you're supposed to invest it. Now most people don't.
I do not.
Yeah. So
I'm very lazy in like a lot of aspects.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah,
because like even if you did, right? After the boom of the pandemic, most people lost I have friends that were heavily into Meta or Facebook back in the day. Like so, like most of their portfolio was
like. What do you mean Meta or they just use the social media platform?
No. Or their stock portfolio was very heavily into like the big tech.
Yeah.
And then now they're down like 70%.
I know Meta is.
Yeah. So, but they're like, it's fine. They'll come back in 60 years.
60 years.
Or like they're like, everything. They're like everything evens out over time.
Okay.
Like, but I'm just like,
I guess
but
Yeah. But that's also the reason why I'm so motivated to do well in what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Even if I'm like have 2 avenues of businesses, I'm just trying to prove that I can have a career that's, I guess, like formidable to someone with a degree or even better. So that's why I'm doing that. Take that, Dad. No, traditional Asian parents, like he wanted me to finish school and then. His idea of just working is just work with a company, just have a job, like you could work up in that company. So just have a boss, just have something.
Be unionized and all that bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. And then retire after. Like that's what like his values and his ideas were. So me going independent is something completely different. But now he's like starting to see it and everything and understanding that my tax form is different than his tax form. Right. So it's a different thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't get it as much anymore, but he will still drop what about college? I'm like, what about it? I don't have the time or the money for that, and I don't want to take out loans. I'm scared.
Nah, it's not worth it nowadays, especially because you already have a career.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like one of the people we know that is going back to school to have like a mid-career change. Yeah. Right, and then one of the factors was like, well, if you're gonna take out loans to do it. Like why why do it at all? Right? Because like now you're not going to be able to work.
I think it's only validated if
you have a really strong passion in that thing. Or if
there's a trajectory to it.
Or if you don't have to pay off that loan.
Yeah.
If someone's paying it for you.
Yeah.
Or like you got.
Or there's some careers where like you get into that business and then they'll pay out like a good portion. Yeah. I heard it's like that for nurses. Like if you
for doctors too, but you gotta sign on to work in the boonies for like 5 years afterwards.
What do you mean, like the boonies or
like you would like go to Alaska for 5 years or some shit. They'll pay off all your shit.
Cool. I like fish. Yeah. There's a lot of Filipinos there. For some reason.
Yeah, because you all vibe with the Eskimos or what?
I guess so. Yeah, literal Eskimo bros.
They're just ice Filipinos.
Yeah, exactly. Iced out Filipinos. Literal sense, man. I don't know. Like, it really is. Yeah. What about you, man? What's the regret that you have?
The regret that the biggest regret I had was,
dude, if you say EDC this year, I swear, man, I'm gonna throw something.
No, I wish I took my training more seriously.
Earlier on?
Yeah, because I always half-assed my shit.
How early on? So like, okay, what's the age that you started working out?
I started working out when I was 16.
Okay, so
16 to 18, I was just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, everyone was brolifting, bodybuilding.com,
fucking whatever. Scott Herman fitness programs and shit, right?
Six pack shortcuts, whatever.
From 18 on, that's when I hopped on Wendler 531. So I actually had a structured program for the first time in my life.
I did Chris Gethin 12 week. That shit was tight. Yeah, shit was fire.
I skipped the strong lift 5x5 that everyone was doing. I just went straight to like a power.
Wendler's a good foundation. I started with Wendler's.
Yeah, Wendler's cool. It's just lacking accessories like crazy.
It lacked intensity for me.
Yeah.
Like once I started getting stronger.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Then the Modified 531 came out with it. Then that was a little bit better. That was like more
I didn't do that one.
Yeah, but anyways, I did the 531.
Okay.
But then I would always like half-ass my nutrition and like all the other stuff that was associated with it.
Yeah.
So I didn't really maximize because then I would get injured. Because then I'm a dumbass. I'll go off program to test.
Yeah. And then you're just like, fuck it, just send it.
Yeah. So like it was just like,
don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Because I felt like if I just followed a plan, or like I had a coach earlier on in my lifting career, I would be a lot stronger now than I am. Especially
and less injury prone.
Yeah, obviously. But that like I would be a lot better off in that regards. Because like I was already like I'm naturally strong at the bench.
Yeah.
Like I never really struggled with it. Like I was repping like 225 like in high school, and that was like a twig.
Duck, man.
I think I could have hit at least like 4 in the mid
with proper mechanics.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't even leg drive.
Yeah,
so that's like one of my regrets that I didn't push. Because then like in college when I was doing powerlifting, right? Like I was so lazy because everyone else on the thing they would train, because we have a center. We didn't have a we didn't have a powerlifting org, but like there was like intramural stuff that goes on where people write their stuff on the board.
Did you train at your college's like gym?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But it's just like I half-assed it because I was like and then the thing is like I don't want to compete until I'm competitive.
Yeah.
So and then I think that's what fucked me over too, because I was just like I didn't want to do an official meet because I was like I want to win that bitch. I don't want to just...
I was the same way. Yeah because like a lot of people, they'll compete like 3 to 6 months into lifting. And I didn't compete until a year.
Hell no. So I was like I'm not competing until I hit 405 on the bench. I'm not competing.
Actually no, 2 years.
2 years into
2 years into lifting, and then I competed.
Yeah.
Because like I got obsessed with form, so I'm blessed for that. I started training really smart.
Yeah.
Just because people like made comments, like colleagues would be like, "Dude, you have like tight hips, or you don't have enough like ankle dorsiflexion," and I got bothered by that. Yeah. So like for me, like I have the standard where I want to do really well, and I want to also be complimented on how well I do it. Right. So like I got obsessed with mobility, with like biomechanics. So I got like started early on with training smart. That's why I never got injured. Yeah, baby. Okay. Yeah. So what about now? Like what's like aside from like the repercussions of not training well, like what's your approach with fitness now?
I do what I can, dude. Because I'm like...
But would you say that you train a lot smarter now?
I do, but I feel like it's too late.
Like a lot smarter now?
Yeah.
Mr. Can't move your lumbar at all? Smarter now?
I do what I can.
Okay.
With my fucking broken body.
Yeah.
But, I mean, but like, it doesn't matter anymore.
I mean... I still think you don't stretch enough, but hey,
I don't got time for that shit.
Personal opinion. Make time, dude. What the hell? There's time.
There is no time.
There's seriously time.
10. I already spent like.
You can't tell me there's never a time where you just like kind of don't really do anything like 10, 15 minutes of stretching.
I do that.
Yeah. But then like use that 10 to 15 instead of doing like a full body. Work on like 2 to 3 areas.
Yeah, like just my hips.
If you got to work on internal hip rotation, then do that.
I already do that. I already do 15 minutes. I'm not like someone who just sits there on their phone and half-asses their stretch for like 10 minutes and gets right into it, But I actually I just focus on the thing.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. No, I do it.
Why don't you focus on twisting your lumbar then?
I don't need to.
Yeah, you do.
For what?
So you could just move.
Okay.
When you move better, you feel better, man. It's the motto, bro. It's the motto.
I want to turn like Batman, you know? He's just like...
Oh, no. Like
he had the cow.
80s, the cow just... No, man, that's not it. That's so uncomfortable. That's like my old man.
Yeah,
my
old fucking turn.
Yeah, man, he's always like this, and then I have to correct his posture every time. I correct all of my clients' posture. Like it bothers the shit out of me. So like if you're on my time, like I'm correcting your posture. On your own, if you fuck yourself up, man. Then come back, pay me.
That's fucking crazy.
let's freaking.
How does he drive? Then he goes like.
Dude, it's freaking wild. Like this dude's like 6'2", 6'3". I see him in his truck. He's so close.
Does it wheel?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm
why?
Like, bro, relax. like you have room. It's a truck.
He's like those Asian ladies that are like sniffing the fucking steering wheel. Why?
I don't know.
His back hurt.
He's just so used to it. I'm like, we'll get not used to it. He's getting a little better. You know.
Is he a Vietnam vet?
No. I don't think he ever went to the army.
Okay.
No.
Feels like when you're in your 60, you should have been drafted.
He's 70.
Yeah, you should have been drafted.
I don't know. I should ask him.
Yeah, you should.
I don't know.
He's from Nam, bro. It's just like...
Maybe. I don't know. He just says some weird stuff like, all I eat is bagels and ice cream. Like, okay.
Is that for real? That's all he eats?
Bagels? No. But like, he loves it a lot, though. I'm like, okay. Like, you should probably stop that because you got that belly.
All right.
You got that belly.
All good.
I'm trying to think of another, like, regret.
I thought, I honestly thought you were going to say Encore Beach Club. But we already heard about that.
You know what? Like, I wouldn't call that, like, a regret. It's just more of a shoulda, coulda, woulda, you know? But the thing is that even though... Like, yeah, I broke up with my ex like 6 months after. I didn't know it at the time, you know.
Yeah, no.
Who knows what would have happened?
It's like timing the market, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I can't think of any. Okay, this is like on a skateboarding thing. Like my biggest regret is like I didn't think about like style like early on.
Style.
So. Like there's this whole like steez, like you want to look good when you do your tricks. You don't want to be like flailing too much. You don't want to you don't want your flick to look all wonky and everything.
And shit. Right.
Yeah, but early on, like high school, all I thought about was just landing the trick, just learning hella tricks and just landing it, and then that's it. So I never really thought about my like steez or how good I look. Yeah. I've been trying now, like ever since like 24, 25. I've been like trying to be conscious. I think my style kind of sucks a little bit. Well, I'm just like, whatever. I'm trying. I'm trying. So that's like the only thing. I also wish that I skated rails a little bit more because I'm so weenie. I've been trying to do. It's been on my New Year's resolutions for like the past 3 years.
Really?
For my trucks to touch the rail, and I can't do it. I can't like muster up. Like I always look at them, just like, no. I can't just do a board slide. That's it.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. Definitely Encore Beach Club. I wouldn't say that's a regret for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's just
So I don't know. I don't have any like crazy. Do you have any like super crazy like regrets or something like real big ones aside from
like if it's like you're talking about like bullshit like stuff like I wish I bought Tesla in 2020 or some shit money wise there's like
Bitcoin
Bitcoin's I've been beating a dead horse about that bullshit because I see my rich friends who are retired.
do you get bummed that you didn't
not really dude because like I'm thinking like all right if I got rich that early the fuck would I be doing with my life right now right because I wouldn't have like
property management, traveling the world.
I feel like I wouldn't have a purpose.
Lambo.
Bitches.
I wouldn't retire early. Would you? If you let's say you get to that point, like you become.
Yeah, but like here's the thing, right? When they started, we were like not freshmen, like sophomores in high school, right? I still didn't know what the
hella early on.
No, they didn't retire then. That's when they started the
process. No, but right? Like starting like knowing about Bitcoin.
Yeah. No, because he's like a fucking computer nerd, you know.
Because I didn't know about Bitcoin until probably like right? second, third year college.
So it was already in the like the hundreds of dollars, right?
Yeah.
No, he was mining that bitch when it was like.
Holy crap!
Yeah, so he has a lot of money.
Because that's like what 2008,
2008, 9. Because it popped off because in 2010 it was already like $120. Okay, but like in 2008 it was like 0. Like a bajillion zero. Like it was worth almost nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, he has a lot of money. But I feel like because he retired like after I still didn't know what the fuck I was doing after I graduated high school. Like I didn't have a path.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
No, I was just like. Being a dickhead.
You didn't think about your senior year like all right let me spend the first I guess semester trimester whatever like thinking about.
There was like past, like one of them was like, again, I wanted to work for the FBI for one of them, right?
Yeah.
And then there was like other stuff like, oh, maybe I should do business, like. Cause
you didn't get approached by any of like the military branches, like, hey,
oh
man,
yeah, hell,
you look like
bro,
you gotta look like good.
Bro, for the fucking story about it, this fucking guy, I think from the Marines, right?
Yeah.
And then you know how there's like that pull up challenge that they pull up to every fucking high school. So like when they did that shit, I almost signed on actually because they're like, oh, like fuck, like. You seem like a smart guy, man. Like, you don't have to do combat roles. You know what I mean? Like, there's other stuff we could do. He's like, oh,
engineering.
That's what he said. He's like, oh, you ever watched the movie Iron Man?
Oh,
and I was like, yeah. He's like, like
the Jericho.
That's exactly what he said.
Did he really?
Yeah.
No way.
He's like, that scene when he turns around and fucking everything just blows up. He's like, we did that. We do that. And I was like, oh no shit, bro. And he's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, man. Like, I think you'd be a good fit. Like, you don't want to just like make like cool shit like that all day,
bro.
Like, so then I was like, hell happy. He's like, oh, and he gave me the paperwork.
The sparkle in this guy's eyes.
And then I took that home, and then my mom just fucking tore that shit up. She's like, there's
no way.
There's no fucking way.
Bro, yeah. I grew up watching Top Gun, and I grew up watching the Blue Jays and the Thunderbirds like live. It didn't make me want to become a fighter pilot, man. I'm like, nah, I'm good. That's just loud as hell.
Jericho missiles, bro.
Dang, dude. No,
hilarious.
Dude, my senior year in high school, I love that they approached me. Because I already decided film. And then, like, there's no room in the military for an art major.
Oh. They do that shit now, though. Now they have it.
Kind of.
For the advertising? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. But they always go up to me and say, hey, man, like, it looks like you've been working out. It's like, you look like you're in good shape. Like, it's like, what would you like to major in college? Like, you'd probably be a good fit for, like, Navy or Army. I go, film. And they go, oh. So, I mean, you could be part of making the commercial. I'm like, no. I love, like, dude, every time, like, I would try to walk near them.
Just to fuck with them or what?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Because I could do the pull-ups. Yeah. And then I was, like, semi-built in high school. Yeah. And, like, my ego was, like, way more higher, so I used to freaking wear the cutoff tees and take off my shirt all the time and shit like that. Yeah, dude, I was like totally about it. And then when they go to, it's like, it's like dated. Let's go. Yeah, I don't regret that.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to think something else. Like, I don't know.
I don't think of it like I mean, like, I kind of changed my mindset about regrets because I would get really into this whole of like, fuck,
Are you, or do you know people who, like, you have like a dark time in your past, so you just try to forget that X amount of time?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Yeah, I do that. I just like disassociate because I'm just like it made me where I am today.
Yeah,
right? Instead of like dwelling on it.
I get that, but then like to the point where like obviously you don't have to talk about it, but then like
you try to forget it.
The thought, the thought about it. I think that's super weird.
Why is it weird?
Because I'm the type of person where like I would like to embrace every single part of my life, like every like second, right? Where because that's like my whole thing now. Like I made this revelation where I want to be the person that any iteration of me throughout time can look at me now and be like, all right, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine, right? So I don't want to look back and be like, yeah, I don't want to talk about that time because man, it was crazy.
Oh no, not like not like that, but like
for example, like bad relationships is like a big one. So like people who like, man, I don't like that's such a toxic relationship. I don't want to think about that. Like
that's classified. No, I'm like for me, it's more like since I don't talk about it. The details are like more blurry. Yeah. It's not like I got raped or some shit, No,
I'm just like obviously like whatever like trauma or stuff like back then, you don't need to like talk about it all the time. Yeah. But then but you're not disregarding it. Because some people are just like, I don't want to talk about age 21 to 24 because I was in this toxic relationship and stuff.
I mean, first,
like,
unless,
I think that's so
unless
weird.
you got like abused, that's fair. Then that's how you escape it. But like for like normal shit, I think that's
or people that reform. Let's say like like they were
born
like
again Christian shit.
Either that or they were like a hoe and then now they're wholesome now, but they don't want to talk about like their like past whole life.
You know what? That's totally fine. What I don't like are the opposite, right? They were a hoe or like they did something bad in the past and then they had like a fucking. They like reinvented themselves, right? Or they had like intervention from God.
Yeah.
And then now they're like very outspoken against all that shit, like a cautionary tale. Those people annoy me the most. They are the worst.
Do they do it reflecting on their own past, or do they kind of just be like, man, that's all frowned upon?
Yeah, like that. Like one example is, it's not not in the whole face. This girl who was like, she was like an online coach. Okay, I know of her, right? So she was a fat girl that got
fat to fit.
She did like 2 bikini comps or something like that, right? Like it was cool. And then she started talking about like, and then she made a career out of it, right? She started coaching clients online. She wasn't very big, right? But she made decent money, right? And then a few years later, she comes out and starts saying like, oh, like people who diet for appearances are vain. Like, I did that shit in the past. Like, it was so immature. Like, you should be working for like, and I'm like, bro, you literally only have a fucking job now because you did that bullshit. You did that, Now you're on this fucking high horse because you're not fat anymore. That kind of shit annoys me. Yeah. Or like, I know girls that I went to grad school with, right? They were like very promiscuous, and then they got locked down throughout like the 3 years we're in grad school. They got married to whatever, right? And then now they're out. They're moms now. They have kids, and they're like, oh, like girls who fucking like sleep with guys like on the first month, they're whores. Yeah, they're all about that shit. Like, I was like, bro, like people like ran a train on you, bro. Like, you shouldn't be talking about.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's okay that you can reform or you can change, like shift, like, as time goes on and you want to progress and whatever.
But you can't wipe your...
Exactly. I think that's super weird. It is. That you just kind of disregard that.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, if you do that, then you're a piece of shit,
Yeah. Like, if you're a raver doing, like, hard drugs and shit like that, and you're like, oh, man, that's, like, not me. And then now you're like, yeah, I'm, like, all clean. But you could, like, talk about your past.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's all good. I just think it's weird when you, like, just like, no, I don't want to talk
like
about
super distant about
it's like, nah. I'm someone who like just wants to embrace like the good and the bad throughout my life. Right. Like, like I can reflect on it and then be proud of like where I am now. Like regardless of circumstances. Right. So you're not like that. Or are you kind of like that?
No, I just don't. I mean, I don't talk about
you don't need to talk about
it. But I mean, it's there. Like I would, like when people ask me about stuff, I would be honest about it. Like a lot of people ask me still, like to this day, right? They would, hey, like, you think I should go to grad school, right? And my advice is always like, I don't do what the fuck you want. I was like, I wouldn't. If I had to do that, I probably wouldn't.
You wouldn't go to grad school?
I wouldn't go to grad school because, like, right now.
But you wouldn't be here.
I would be here as a trainer. That's all I do. Right? I don't think it would make a difference.
No, but you do like the rehab stuff.
Yeah, but that's like that's not necessary.
Look at MRI.
But that's not necessary. That's not something I enjoy. So I feel like I will still be here to some capacity.
Okay, as a trainer.
As a trainer, So for me, it didn't make sense because like I didn't apply any of the stuff I spent 3 years learning anyways. Okay, I did a lot of like stuff outside of it.
And in terms of percentage of what you've learned in DPT school, how much do you use?
Foundational stuff that doesn't change, like anatomy obviously doesn't change, right? The physiology aspect, the medical like stuff, like learning how to deal with a person with a stroke and stuff, right? Yeah, that's cool, and that probably makes up for like 40% of the curriculum. Okay, everything else that was layered on top was useless because it's very biased. It's like the rehab, like stuff you see on IG.
Is it like in-depth exercise science type stuff?
No. You get none of that. It's just like what one professor thinks is effective for this thing. It's I do these exercises, and everyone just like write it down.
But I think like assessing the medical stuff is like cool. That's valuable. Yeah, so that's what like makes you
about
like
40%. About 40%.
That one. What makes you a DPT? Like you can. Like, oh man, I had a ACL tear. I'm like, all right, come to me.
So 40%.
If someone come and be like ACL tear, I'm like, can it move?
Does it move?
We good.
Does it hurt?
I can't. Yeah, and then you learn how to do manipulations. Like I'm scared to do that shit. So
I still don't want to do it.
But like you can.
Yeah. But like, that's one of the things, like people ask me about stuff. I don't lie to them and be like, oh yeah, it was fucking fantastic. I tell them like, hey, for me, it wasn't worth it. But you could do whatever the fuck you want.
Is that a regret then?
What, going to school?
Grad school?
I think so.
Really?
I've done other stuff.
What about the experiences?
It's that shit. I'm not super into fitness, but back in the day, I used to be. I used to be like hella. That was my shit, and I was like,
why you still work out then? Exactly.
Because it's my job, bro.
Your face.
It's my fucking job.
Shut your face, man.
But you know how like when you try,
you could do literally the bare minimum and still stay in shape. At this point, I mean, exactly, and you don't because you try to excel. Exactly. Get the fuck out.
That's besides the point. But
no, it's not.
You like trying to make your career your hobby. I think it's a mistake. Because I have a client right now.
Really?
I have a client right now who comes here, right? And he's all about, like, he's like, man, you the stuff you guys here do is so cool. Like, man, I want to, like, go to school for that. And I'm like, bro, you make really good money at your job. You have a desk job. I was like, why would you do that? And he's like, oh, it's just, like, something I have a passion about. And
you really don't think, like, a career... I've thought about this because I think... If you get into a career where you actually enjoy it to some capacity, I think that's really cool. No matter what it is.
The bullshit about like if you enjoy your work, you'll never work a day.
All my healthcare friends, like they enjoy like, you know, helping people. Really? Yeah. My homie's an ER nurse, and he's like, "Yo, I love the thrill of like the ER and stuff like that." Shout out to the homie. You listen and or watch pretty often. So shout out to you.
If the ER homie then get paid $100 an hour for being a ED nurse, would he enjoy it?
So hey, sometimes people have good intentions.
You're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
But the thing is, like, you know, like other careers, like, you know, people for some reason like just love finance or something, or for example like my roofing client, he genuinely loves it. He loves what he does,
just helping people fix their house.
Okay. Just he loves like the dynamic of his workspace, the business that he created. Like he feels like I'm trying to convince him to go on vacation because he doesn't like to go on vacation.
I mean, that's fine.
He's the type that, like, you know, he goes like, it's not like I don't hate my life. Like, I love every day of my work. I love like my days off. I love the people that I work with. I love the business I created. You know, like I have no qualms whatsoever. Like, you know, I could be stressed, but I thoroughly enjoy what I do. Which I think is really cool.
That's fine.
Yeah. So I don't think it's weird that, you know, if you consider your career a hobby, if you actually genuinely, I think it sucks if you just work just to make ends meet, and then you don't have anything fulfilling.
That's the other extreme, right? But I feel like you shouldn't pick your career based on what you know what your hobby is, right? Because you have people that are like,
I don't know, man,
starving artists is out in LA. And
that's true. Right? Well, that's also just Los Angeles, but at the same time, like, we live in a time where you can think of something and then there's some type of career out of it. Yeah, exactly.
But it's just like
taking pictures of your nipples? OnlyFans. I know, but okay, let's say like something more reasonable. If you like gaming, esports, streaming.
But who actually makes money off? Like the
hell of people. What's that one dude? Ninja?
0.01%.
It's a small percentage. Sure. Like same with like any aspiring actress.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, small percentage. But you know, they still persevere and try to go through with it. But I'll see you at my local coffee shop though.
And Applebee's.
And was that Wanderlust Creamery?
Fuck is that?
Ice cream spot.
Oh, is it?
I walked into one and I saw this girl's like, "You were in an Isaiah Rashad music video." She goes, "Yeah." I'm like, It's like, nice. So yeah, like, you know, you could literally think about anything.
You can. I mean, it's just like, but then at a certain age, you know, you gotta be responsible.
Exactly.
You know? If you're like fresh out of school, you're 18, you're 20, you're fucking young and rigorous. Pursue your passion, right? If you're 45, you have a good paying job, you got a family, maybe you shouldn't risk it all for being a personal trainer, you know?
Like back then more so, but even now sometimes, like, you know, I'd love to be a full-time YouTuber because I love YouTube as a social media space, but obviously I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. It's really hard to build the clout and everything, and then
that's because you don't do what you're destined to do.
What am I destined to do?
You just be a fucking Pinoy powerlifter. That's all you fucking do. That's all you have is.
I tried it, dude. Like I had like a slew, like 2-3 years of just straight fitness vlogs. I just unlisted all of them. I sent you some. Exactly. I had all of that going. But then I just like stopped. I stopped vlogging during the time. So now it's just all travel vlogs, you know. But like sometimes I have the itch, like, you know, let me make a very YouTube-esque video rather than travel vlogs.
You think the barrier has decreased? I think so. In terms of production quality to people being like, I just see like really shitty, chopped up, like non-even edited content on YouTube nowadays. You know? Because like back then, I think you gotta get like everything right to. Because it's long form content, right? But nowadays, like with YouTube Shorts and TikTok and stuff, like you have like these like Sam Solik stuff where you just talk.
Shorts are like very different. But the thing is, like, you have those like automatic cap cut, like, you could have AI voiceover for you, which I think in that form is kind of fine.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really hate on that. I've never seen anything like ultra cookie cutter. Like, man, this is kind of shitty.
Yeah,
it's very fast form because that's the attention span of people on social media who watch reels.
Yeah, like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Do you think if you started, like, if you were, whenever you started, like 21 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
If you're 21 now,
oh,
right?
bro, I started 2007, dog.
Yeah. So if you're like 18 now, right? You think it'll be easier to break into that YouTube space because you have short form now. You don't have to plan out your content. You don't got to do a whole lot of vlog, right? You just literally film.
I think so.
Seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, I think in any point in time, it's kind of easy-ish to get into a space because you have TikTok. Yeah. So I think if I was 18 now, I definitely would be on TikTok.
Because you're on Vine before.
Yeah, I love Vine. Man, dude. All right, I love Vine, man. That was the time. Dude, I love those 6 seconds, man. God. That's how long I last now. Yeah, like, you can like progress and it's all about consistency and stuff, like whatever. Consistency, man. We've missed a week. It's your fault.
And you know what? No one noticed. No one DM'd us. Hey, where's the episode?
I know.
We're just like, fuck.
No one cares.
Who gives a shit?
I don't know. Okay. I think it'd be cool if I was like a full-time YouTuber, like, cool. And I get like AdSense money and stuff. Yeah, it'd be tight. Yeah. Because I see all these people like, how do you afford that? And you just do YouTube. That's just wild.
It is.
My friend's wife's like that. It's crazy. But then, she's a skincare influencer. Yeah, but so she gets sent like hella products, but then they send her out, and then they pay for like the flights, and then they pay her on top of it. I'm like, dang, like that's wild. Yeah. Like
that's like one of my clients right now. She's like, she just got into this up and coming South Korean beauty brand.
Okay.
And then she was just like, dude, the numbers are crazy because she works at a university right now, and then she's just like, she's doing this part time, and she's like, my side gig money is already matching my actual full time job. And then she's just like, but she's like very off the grid. She hates social media. Okay. That's why I wouldn't even tag her on stuff, right?
Okay.
But she's like, she has like a slightly younger friend, like in her early 30s.
Okay.
Who's like more tapped into social media.
Yeah.
Who does like tutorials with the products and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, like she started in January and now she's making about $100,000 a month. And I'm like, yo,
that's crazy.
The fuck?
The thing is, like, you have to be so like niche. You have to have like something. Yeah,
it's like Korean beauty products.
Yeah. So I have to be like fitness. I have to be skating.
Yeah.
I can't do travel because that burns a hole in my wallet. So
travel. I feel like you gotta be like those. You know what hits them white guys going to like Asian countries.
Yeah,
and then they're like doing shit.
Yeah.
That hits for some reason. It's always some like Swedish or some other dude.
Just
like some
or Canadian or something.
Yeah, and they're trying to haggle these people in the third world for like 20 cents.
I don't know.
All right,
whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Good. Yeah.
Dang, that's great. You should ask that client of yours to just lace you up with some skincare products.
She did.
Nice. Does it work?
Well, she brought me a sample thing to tell her which ones I want on the catalog.
Okay.
And I never looked at it.
Oh.
I should. Yeah.
Just ask her.
But she was telling me to tell my fiance to start doing it. Because she's like, oh, like one of the people on our team, like she's a pharmacist and she makes like 50 to 100K a month.
Okay.
And she's like, she just uses her expertise as a pharmacist and sells it to people. Like, oh, this has this ingredient. Wait.
So this skincare is like a Herbalife type thing where you sell and get commission or something?
Kind of, but Herbalife, you have to stock the inventory yourself, right? Yeah. It's a pyramid scheme. This one, you're just affiliate marketing.
Oh.
So there's no upfront cost. There's not like a pyramid scheme where you recruit people. You literally just like, if you have the clout, you just sell for them. They do the shipping, they do the warehousing and all that stuff, and they give you like a 30% commission.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So she's just like, oh, like if you know anyone who's into affiliated marketing, and I'm like, I'm here, so I wish I did.
So it's a good thing right now we don't have a lot of clout. I've done that before.
Affiliate marketing?
Where like I'll DM or email like brands like, hey, like I would love to like promo your stuff X, Y, and Z, and they send me stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
and I just never make contact for it.
Fuck, dude.
The best one is my big luggage.
Oh god,
$500 for free.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm sorry. I kind of want to DM them again and be like, hey, I'm down to make content for you guys to get more.
But I don't think the brands give a shit, because their cost is so low and it's just like a write-off for them anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Marketing expenses.
I mean, that's the whole when you get a like $10 10 to 15% off code, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't have to pay
affiliate
you.
marketing. Yeah, it's all affiliate marketing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's
exactly.
Oh.
You do all the work for them.
Okay.
That's how all the.
I was gonna say like, just try out the products anyways, because usually Korean skincare products
they're good, right? Yeah.
Top premium.
Yeah.
Try it.
On the 15%.
Or just usually just ask your client like, hey, like you see my skin, what would you recommend?
Yeah.
That's what I do. I have
be
cousins,
less dark.
I have cousins that are like hell into skincare. I just like FaceTime like just tell me what to do and I'll do it, and then they give me all the.
I feel like those are like that's one of the things that could be a regret. I wish I took care of my appearances more.
You never had pizza face in high school?
I took Accutane, yeah.
At what age?
When I was 20.
Oh, see?
I didn't have cystic acne. No, I didn't have like crazy acne.
No, I had pizza face. Yeah,
shit.
It was pretty bad. Like if you've seen like I need to find.
Did you use Proactive?
I used it. I used it all. Proactive, Clean and Clear, St. Ives, I think is one of them. Neutrogena.
I went right for the fucking nuke.
Literally used it all. My parents like sent me to a dermatologist my senior year of high school. That shit hurt, by the way.
Oh, I the fucking vampire shit. Oh, dude. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Do all that.
Peels,
Yeah. So I did everything. I've been on the skincare routine, even though it was like shitty back then, this whole time, just because I had really bad acne. But then I learned that if you also just eat healthy, then it helps.
And
like
sleep
on the
and shit.
Yeah, on the inside.
Drink like a
yeah, so I'm glad that I don't have any like acne scars or because I be popping my pimples. Even till this day, like a lot of people like, don't pop your pimples, you're gonna crater. I'm like, do you see any?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that. So I'm glad for that.
Yeah.
So like, besides skincare, what else like about
like fucking? I wish I took my hair more seriously.
Well, like starting like minoxidil and finasteride early on.
Yeah, because like there's like early signs. I was still good, man. Like I'm like a little bit baldy now, but like when I was like
personally, I think you're still good because if you if you're receding or thinning, but you're able to mask it with your hairstyle, it's fine. I think you're still fine.
But it could have been completely stopped if I was on a little bit early. I was scared because people said like the side effects of the finasteride.
Well, loss of sex drive.
Yeah. Like you couldn't get it up anymore.
Me and one of my homies are both on minoxidil and finasteride, and I go to him and go like, "Did you lose your sex drive?" He goes, "No." I'm like, "Me either." It's like we're good. Yeah. It's a myth.
It's a myth, is it?
Yeah. So I think it depends on how down bad you are.
It's not even it's whatever they had available. Maybe that's why.
I guess so.
Some tortas or some shit. Just couldn't get it up. It's like, no, it's a finasteride. It's not you.
That's fucked, dude. Man. No.
I blame the Henny.
No. But, I don't know. I guess, like, I didn't really start noticing, like, my hair was thinning until, like, a couple of years ago. Yeah. So, yeah.
Stress also kills hair. That's why I'm bald.
You're not that bald, dude.
But
if you look at the camera, like again, it looks fine.
But here, I did notice I shed it like crazy when I was really stressed, like last year.
Yeah.
My hair was just like falling out.
Yeah.
Half of it was me grabbing it because I was so angry.
I don't know about that one.
But
see, you do that shit, but you make fun of me because I used to punch myself in the face.
Yes, because if you Google like people stressed out,
that's self-inflicting, man. That's the same.
That's just fucking weird.
It's the same. So was this?
No, it's not. Because if you look on stock images of people being angry, I'm sure you're gonna find someone pulling their hair.
I'm pretty sure you can find.
You're not gonna find someone doing this shit.
I didn't double fist it. I did one.
Just fucking punching yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey man, it's normal-ish.
What about other regrets in your? I know you don't like to talk about your relationships and anything.
I don't care.
No?
Like I don't care. I could talk about anything. Relationship wise,
because I know.
Do I regret my relationship?
Do you have any regrets of like, man, I wish I had done that. I wish I cared more. I wish I did this thing. I
wouldn't say it's regret. It's more of like what I realized after is that. So like how words of affirmation isn't my strongest suit.
Yeah.
I think I need to just implement that. Like plus communicating more, because I'm really good at internalizing everything.
You're really good at talking shit.
I guess so, yeah.
So it's a reverse. So you just gotta reverse your shit talking.
Yeah, I gotta talk pee. Yeah, so like it's more just like communicating if something actually bothers me and just like conveying like my emotions like a lot better. So like that's something I realized that like whenever I do get into a relationship again, I just have to like just be very like reassuring.
Yeah.
And then just be like, hey, like I'm not all right with this. Like we gotta talk about it.
Like boundaries, like. Like what?
I don't know about boundaries necessarily, because my last ex like was very wholesome. She didn't do anything weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just more of like if I was pissed or something was like just really bothering me, or if I was depressed.
Yeah.
I internalized everything. I never talked about it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because you're a guy.
Yeah.
That's just how we are.
I guess.
Supposed to be, right?
I guess. But now, like, I should do
We gonna cry
better
in front of her or what?
If I have to.
Yeah?
Yeah. If I have to, that's fine.
You don't think that shows weakness?
No.
No?
I don't care. Really?
Yeah.
Really? I deadlift 600 pounds. I cry. That's weak? All right, then.
I mean, yes.
All right, then.
That's physically and mentally maybe not as strong as okay.
I don't know.
Crying in front of
yeah.
You don't think that's gonna?
I don't really care. Like if I cry, I cry. Like obviously, like I don't cry often, but if it happens, okay,
no. I mean, it's cool.
I'm just gonna say, if I cry, just know I'm gonna look hella tight when I do it. Yeah. It's gonna be some movie shit like. Hey,
you're like fucking Vegeta looking at the fucking rain.
Yeah, probably.
Like, no, I mean that's fine. I'm talking about like because I have homies who cry to the girl like literally about everything, just because they think it shows their sensitive side. I think that's just kind of gay. Not gonna lie.
No, like the thing is like you're
context dependent.
You're emotionally open. Like you have someone that you can confide to, which is nice.
But I feel like you should look at, or at least I think. For a lot of men, right? You should be able to like buffer out a bunch of this bullshit that happens to you on a daily basis, right? Meaning, if your boss yells at you, you shouldn't be crying. You're just like, okay, I got yelled at because I got disciplined, right?
I don't know. It depends.
But like I feel like as your woman's like protector, it's like the man of the household, right? You should be able to like not let a bunch of stuff bother you.
Yeah.
If you cry, it's like maybe your dad
but she's also there
shit.
for like emotional support too.
Yeah, but I feel like
okay, even if you think it's mundane, like some people register it a lot differently.
Okay.
Yeah. which again,
like if they got your order wrong at Chipotle, you be bawling your eyes out.
Not really.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying like for small shit, men shouldn't be crying about like, every little inconvenience in their life.
Two-way street, man. So if the girl is cool with it and vice versa, then
that's fine. Yeah. I feel like deep down they'll think he's a bitch.
I don't know. Like if they do, then okay, then talk about it. Yeah. So that's why I'm at the point like I'm not gonna try to internalize too many things. Like if someone really genuinely asks me like, hey, how are you doing, or what do you think about this? That's why I'm so blunt and honest now. It's you're
gonna trauma dump on people. Is that what?
I don't have a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
At least I don't think so.
Well, what do you think about trauma dumping? Because that happens a lot, especially at rapes. That happens a lot.
See, the thing is, I'm a chismoso.
Yeah. Okay. You want the tea?
Give it to me. Give it to me. Hey, we have this $2 bet, bruh. I want to know the answer.
Me too.
I want to know.
Probably killed someone's hearing this out, but yeah.
Sorry. No, I don't. I always put a limiter. So... Okay. So if you are turning up our volume,
you know what? Speaking about our $2 bet, which is no one needs to know what that is, but
no one needs to know. Yeah.
You ever had? I know for regrets for a lot of dudes are like, oh man, I should have asked this one girl out. Like I know a bunch of guys that are like they have this imaginary relationship with their high school crush, and they're like, man, I wish that played out. Like if I had the courage to.
Oh no, I think about that like sometimes like. Like for example, like what would happen if I was still with like my last ex till now, and then all like those little high school crushes from back then. Like what if, I actually pursued that? Yeah. Retrospectively, like I look at it now, it's like, no, I'm good. Because
grass is all like your perception of that girl is probably perfect. Like she's like literally
which girl?
Like you're like a high school crush. I'm saying in general, right?
At the time.
So so people romanticize that what if scenario, like, because they don't know her as a person. Maybe she's a piece of shit. She abuses dogs and shit. Like you don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know.
But you're just like,
I do know one. Like she like left her like used like tampon somewhere out there in like an apartment. Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
I guess. This is not an ex, by the way. If any of my friends are gonna ask me, it's not an ex. Someone left
their fucking tampon in that bathroom.
Ew.
Like last month. Shit was gross.
Ew, I can't do that. Like I don't do well with blood, dude.
I also didn't know that little container was for tampons. The gray
dude,
one.
Obviously.
I don't know that. Obviously, I don't use tampons, bro.
Yeah, but I like there has to be like
you just don't throw that shit in the trash or what? Why do you need a separate trash can for it? Because now someone has to go clean out that little tiny.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why that exists. Just toss it in the trash. Right?
Ask a girl.
I don't know.
Yeah. Why do they have mountains of toilet paper just like stacked up on the side? Who knows?
Wait, who does that?
Like a lot of public like girl restrooms.
Oh, that. Really? What the fuck? They have a shrine going on? What?
I don't know. The little like Hey Arnold
that's
shrine.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's also a picture framing that's cracked.
There is, yeah.
I don't know if someone just went like.
Probably that homeless guy that like wrecked it back in February. Yeah. Probably him.
Oh, you're right.
He probably did that.
Oh man, that guy was hilarious.
Yeah, but I don't do well with blood, so like I can't be looking at like tampons like that. The first time I did it, I was super curious. So like when I know this is like gonna be weird, but this is gonna be weird. I was just curious. I'm like, when my ex was just like, oh, I'm gonna change my tampon. I'm like, I want to see just because I just want to see. Dude, I almost threw up. Like that shit was so gross.
The blood?
I'm like, oh, I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, we're never doing that. Oh, like we're good. Okay. It's like so go look.
That's a little bit freaky.
No, I mean I was just curious. Why not?
that's what they all say.
Is it? Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. But then it's not often that you get to see like the people buy it. So I'm just like, what the fuck? That's just kind of weird.
God, dude.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No. Okay, so talk about moving on from tampons. Moving on. Yeah, so like okay, yeah, me neither. I don't think I ever had a crush that I was just like, damn, I wish I pursued that.
Yeah, me either. Unless she like turned into some like ultra successful, like crazy celebrity, like hot chick, then I'd be like, oh damn, all right.
Coulda, woulda.
Yeah, but no, never really had that. Yeah, obviously I had crushes, but no, never once.
So man, I wish I pursued this fucking phone repair shop girl before she blew up on.
Dude. Oh
my blew God, up. That meteoric rise was insane. That fucking and now all your homies know about it.
Dude, yeah, that was wild. That was wild. But like we were skating, like, and then he just like, dude, you know that one chick that repairs computers Holotech? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh shit.
I was there from the ground floor at 300 subs or whatever.
She's perfect,
that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy.
She's the one, man.
That shit crazy.
No, I can't think of anything else that I'm just like, dang, like I wish I could have done that. I want to think of one more thing. What about you? Like, is there anything that you're just like?
Nah, I mean, like I got over that kind of shit.
Yeah, me too.
I used to think that, and then it just drove me into like deep depression. Because I was just like, fuck. But now,
what about like when like life is like extremely good, and then you're just going on splurges? Do you ever regret those? Like all your purchases? Me either.
No, because it's like cool. What's the point of money if you can't use it?
Yeah, exactly.
You can't take it with you.
Yeah. But there are some times where I'm just like, I think when I was still learning which clothes fit me and which like looks good, so I just would just buy hella shit, and then I learned that it doesn't look good. Yeah, I'm just like, damn it, like now I have this to either give away or resell, whatever. Yeah, I wish I didn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, the shopping spree from fucking like 2 years ago when money was really good for everyone.
Yeah,
that I don't regret it, but do I wish that I saved some of it? I mean, maybe.
Yeah, maybe a
little bit. But like, if for me at that time was like, what's the alternative, right? Because the housing market was still fucking at that point.
Yeah.
You're gonna beep this.
Yeah, I'm gonna beep that, dude. Come on, man.
The housing market was really dumb. Like, I
regret you saying that all the time, dude.
I still could what was I gonna spend my money on? Because I work all the time. I don't go on vacations, right? So I'm just like materialistic things. I'm gonna go buy a watch. I'm gonna buy whatever. But it's all good. Yeah, I'll make the money back.
Yeah,
it's not like you want this. You don't want the scarcity mindset. Where you think that you're only ever gonna make this little money in your life.
Oh, I just thought about like my last thing. I think like I would say this is a regret is my first stick shift car. Yeah, I didn't do like as much research, or like when I went to go test the car, I didn't really test it out and assess the situation. I was just more excited, like, yo, like I got some money, like let me buy like my first car. I went to buy it at like a mom and pop like dealership. Yeah, they were just trying to get rid of it, and then that thing went to shit like a year and a half later.
You got fleeced.
Yeah. Rather than like just being like smart about it, either save my money or get a non-manual car. At the time I was just like, man, this would be cool. Yeah, it's like now I realize it sucks during traffic.
Y'all like gear what 2 3 2 3 2 3?
No, 1 2 1 2, dude. It sucks. It sucks. Oh, well, at least now it's not that bad. Yeah. I also learned that it's way better like energy distribution if I just use both my feet. Because when I was driving in Hawaii and it was an automatic car, I realized that my right foot would get tired like faster because I'm just like alternating so much rather than like doing this. Yeah. Because like I remember driving like all day. I'm just like, why does my right foot hurt? Like this never happens. It's like I need my manual car again. Yeah. I guess that. Yeah. Just like cool. That's like a dumb purchase. I'm just like, dang. I wish I could have been a lot smarter. I could have checked the Carfax and what's the Blue Book? Kelly's Blue Book.
Kelly Blue Book.
Yeah. I could have checked all of that and didn't go to a mom and pop shop in freaking North Hollywood. Freaking sucked. that was probably like a pretty big investment. I'm just like, it's like it's not it.
It's not good.
Yeah. What about you? One more.
You're gonna slap me if I regret going to EDC.
Why, man?
I regret. No, actually, I don't, because this was a good learning experience for me. Of my own mortality. Yeah.
Maybe don't push yourself.
But this was like the first time I've always gotten away with it. Being completely reckless with how I do things.
You're older now.
Yeah, exactly.
Your immune system and your like metabolism is a little different.
Yeah, so I am glad I went. So now you know. Now I know I won't kill myself.
Now there's a limit.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
There's a limit.
Are you going next year? Did you already get your pre-sale $5 or whatever, 90 a month type thing?
Nah.
What about VIP?
Oh, hell. Do you know what's crazy? This is my friend was going through it. So this is the first year. They usually do tier pricing, right? Where there's a certain tier if you buy before this date, and you're locked into that price, right? And then after that, the price goes up, right? This is the first year they had a price tier within the first tier. So you aren't locked in anymore. It's like the first 100 whatever people got this price, and then it started going up. So for VIP, it started at $829. When the tickets dropped at noon, within an hour it already went to 1,000.
Damn.
And then later on that day it went to 1,300. Damn. So within like 6 hours, you could have been. Well, that's before fees.
Yeah.
Because Insomniac's owned by Live Nation, and those guys are jerk offs.
Okay.
So it was like I guess like $800 plus $100 fees, right? So like by the end of the day for VIP was like $1,500. So some people in the beginning of the day paid half of what these people were paying. But I get it though. I feel like they should do that because VIP was so crowded this year. They oversold it. I feel like most people don't deserve to be in there. You know what I mean?
People have the money.
No, they got to make it more expensive to make it more exclusive. Because it just felt like GA. Yeah. With a slightly better bathroom.
But isn't there like a VVIP? You know how in Coachella
artist pass.
Yeah.
But that you can't buy that. That's the clout.
Yeah.
You gotta know the DJ. You gotta be.
Yeah, because I saw this one video on like the Coachella, like the super exclusive, like 10.
Or if you know a handicap person, and you have the ADA pass, that's also one way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you have a homie that's disabled, then you guys get access to it.
Like they're not gonna enjoy it like that.
There's a lot of people in wheelchairs that were.
Really?
Going through the crowd
and they're just going through wheelies.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because some people don't let them go. It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, but how do they see the DJ? They don't.
There's an ADA viewing area. They always. That's why I was like, if you don't have the artist pass, the next.
I thought they have like the elevated binoculars, like the ones where you like get the reflection and then the box.
I've seen people carry the wheelchair.
There's no freaking way. I don't.
Not
care.
one person. No.
Even if no. I don't care how strong I am.
Motherfucking Xerxes.
I don't care how strong I am. Not doing that. I'm good. Hell no.
Like we're all set, just fucking carrying.
No.
I don't the fucking wheel. No, I've seen that. Yeah.
Nope. Yeah. I remember like carrying like this like short Asian girl. It's my friend. Like one time, and I was just like, I don't like doing this. Yeah, I don't like doing this because like she was like making out with the girl like
what the fuck?
Also, and
was I was just like Coachella.
Yeah. And I was just like, dude, like this is because like
that's hella weird.
So I was just like this.
That's hella weird. If she's making out with the girl next to her.
Yeah.
That means she was getting moist behind your neck.
I guess so.
That's disgusting.
I don't know.
That's gross.
I wasn't really thinking about it.
Now you are.
Now I think about it.
Oh, God.
Regrets. No, I'm just kidding. All right, y'all.
That's good.
We hope you enjoyed episode 48. If you made it this far, we'd like to thank y'all, and we appreciate y'all. Hey, we might miss a few weeks. It's cool. We're still consistent. We're still out here. We're still on the clout,
We're going to miss on purpose. See if anyone cares. Just kidding.
No one's going to care.
No one gives a shit.
We might miss in 2 weeks, though, only because, like, we could talk about stuff because the following week is episode 49, and then around that time I have to go back to I'm going to Maui.
Oh yeah, it's for the wedding.
Yeah. But at the same time, I want to give enough time because we always do that post like, hey, it's gonna be our 5th Q&A, so people could actually like submit questions and stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if we give y'all 2 weeks, Drop questions, man. Like, yo, we're telling y'all now.
You know what this? Oh, you know what's crazy? We haven't been getting YouTube hate.
Nah.
Even before we missed that week.
No.
Just like engagement just fucking died, huh?
Well, there was that one where like she typed it as like, oh, prosthetic exam. I'm like, bro, prostate.
I think the last thing I saw was someone arguing over your non-bread. I was like,
yeah.
Still on?
No, it's
still on that?
It's like the here after Paviter Prabhakar, like the Spider-Man India in Across the Spider-Verse. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. It's just one weird connection. That's it.
All right,
y'all. Peace.